The Big Bang Theory is more than just a television show. It's a cultural phenomenon that entertained millions worldwide for over a decade. From its first season in 2007 to a finale in 2019, the series followed four brilliant but socially awkward scientists, Leonard, Sheldon, Howard, and Rauch, whose lives revolve around physics, comic books, video games, and complex social challenges. While these characters were fictional, their charm came from the way they reflected real human quirks and struggles. The introduction of Penny, the warm and outgoing neighbor, brought balance to the group's highly intellectual yet socially awkward world. Over time, the cast expanded to include Amy, Bernadette, and Stuart, each bringing fresh humor, perspectives, and relatability. The humor of the show wasn't just in the clever scientific jokes, but in the interplay between personalities, the awkward dating situations, and the daily life scenarios that viewers could recognize. The brilliance of the series lay in its ability to combine intellectual humor with heartwarming moments, making it accessible and engaging for both casual audiences and devoted fans of nerd culture. What made The Big Bang Theory stand out was not just its comedic timing, but its ability to evolve characters over 12 seasons. The scientists, while remaining true to their quirks, gradually developed emotionally, learning about love, friendship, compromise, and personal growth, showing audiences that even geniuses need human connection and understanding. The series' longevity and popularity were no accident. The mix of humor, relatability, and genuine character development made it one of the most beloved sitcoms in television history. The balance between comic misadventures and emotional depth ensured that fans not only laughed, but also cared deeply about what happened to each character. Even years after the series ended, reruns and streaming continued to attract viewers, proving the timeless appeal of well-crafted comedy that prioritizes both entertainment and heart. An discussion of The Big Bang Theory is complete without focusing on Sheldon Cooper, played by Jim Parsons. Sheldon became an instant cultural icon due to his mix of extreme intelligence, arrogance, childlike honesty, and social ineptitude. Fans loved his peculiar quirks, his rigid routines, and his hilarious inability to navigate social norms, which often created unforgettable comedic moments. While Sheldon remained eccentric throughout the series, what kept him relatable and interesting was his growth in understanding love, empathy, and compromise, particularly through his relationship with Amy Farrah Fowler. Jim Parsons' performance brought Sheldon to life in a way that combined sharp comedic timing with emotional depth. He won multiple awards for his portrayal, earning critical acclaim and widespread fan admiration. Beyond his work on the series, Parsons' off-screen life has been equally inspiring. He has maintained a private yet loving relationship with Todd Spiewak, whom he met in 2002. Their romance demonstrates the actor's commitment to keeping personal matters private while focusing on a meaningful and stable partnership. Parsons and Spiewak married in 2017 after many years of togetherness, and have built a life together centered on companionship, love, and shared joy, including 3 dogs that reflect their simple and happy lifestyle. Sheldon's character development, combined with Parsons' real-life grounding, shows that both on-screen and off-screen growth, understanding, and human connection remain central themes, making the actor and the character equally memorable. Leonard Hofstadter, played by Johnny Galecki, and Penny, portrayed by Kaley Cuoco, captured audiences' hearts with their on-screen romance, which unfolded slowly and believably over several seasons. Off-screen, the actors' relationships have been equally intriguing and sometimes surprising. Johnny Galecki had a real-life relationship with his on-screen partner, Kaley Cuoco, early in the show's run. Their romance was kept private and ended amicably, showing a mature approach to personal matters in the public eye. Galecki later dated model Elena Meyer, and together they had a son, Avery. Though this relationship eventually ended, Galecki's ability to maintain privacy and focus on family highlighted the actor's grounded approach to life outside Hollywood. In 2024, he married Morgan Galecki, and the couple welcomed a daughter. Their life in Nashville demonstrates that, away from cameras and scripts, Galecki prioritizes stability, family, and privacy. Kaley Cuoco, on the other hand, experienced several whirlwind romances, including a high-profile marriage to tennis player Ryan Sweeting and later to equestrian Carl Cook. Her relationships often made headlines due to their fast-paced or glamorous nature, yet she eventually found lasting love with actor Tom Pelphrey. Meeting through a mutual manager, Cuoco and Pelfrey's romance developed quickly, culminating in marriage and the birth of their daughter. The stories of Galecki and Cuoco illustrate how Hollywood actors navigate complex personal lives under the spotlight, finding love, heartbreak, and eventual stability, while maintaining professional success. Their journeys resonate with fans because they combine elements of drama, humor, and relatability, much like the series itself. Howard Wolowitz, played by Simon Helberg, and Bernadette Rostenkowski, portrayed by Melissa Rauch, offered another memorable romance that balanced humor with emotional growth. Their characters' relationship, which developed on-screen, mirrored the actors' own personal journeys. Helberg married Jocelyn Town in 2007, the same year The Big Bang Theory debuted, and they have since raised 2 children. Their ability to maintain a loving and steady marriage while managing careers in entertainment demonstrates the importance of shared goals, commitment, and communication. Helberg even drew from his real-life experiences to create art, co-writing and co-directing projects inspired by his relationship, showing how personal experiences can inform professional creativity. Bernadette's character, meanwhile, became known for her sharp wit and strong personality, offering comedic tension and heartfelt moments alongside Howard. Together, their on-screen and off-screen experiences reflect a stable and nurturing partnership that contrasts with the whirlwind romances of other cast members. Fans appreciate their story because it showcases a realistic and balanced relationship where love, humor, and mutual respect coexist. Amy Farrah Fowler, played by Mayim Bialik, brought intelligence, vulnerability, and comedic charm to the series, particularly through her relationship with Sheldon. Bialik's personal life has also reflected a journey of love and growth. She was married to Michael Stone for a decade, raising 2 sons, and later found love again with Jonathan Cohen, someone she had known for over 10 years. The couple co-hosts a podcast called Mayim Bialik's Breakdown, which discusses relationships, mental health, and life challenges, showing how their partnership extends beyond romantic life into meaningful collaboration. Bialik's story demonstrates resilience, the importance of co-parenting, and the joy of finding love again after previous challenges. Fans admire her authenticity, both as an actress and as a real person navigating family life and relationships. Her journey is inspiring because it reflects the balance of professional success, personal growth, and meaningful partnerships that many viewers aspire to in their own lives. Kunal Nayyar, who portrayed Raj Kathrapali, experienced his own long-lasting romance with Nia Kapoor. Their story began in 2008, with love at first sight, despite initial doubts about compatibility and differences. Their relationship required navigating long-distance challenges, but these obstacles ultimately strengthened their bond. They married in 2011, and although the couple chose not to have children, their partnership exemplifies the importance of respect, understanding, and mutual support. Nayyar's and Kapoor's story highlights how real-life love can thrive even in demanding careers and under public scrutiny. Fans often admire them for maintaining a private yet strong relationship, showing that happiness in personal life can coexist with professional success and public attention. After 12 years and nearly 300 episodes, The Big Bang Theory ended in 2019, a decision influenced primarily by Jim Parsons' choice to move on. Parsons, who had achieved fame, critical acclaim, and financial success, felt it was time to explore new projects and roles, even turning down large financial offers to stay on the show. His departure prompted the showrunner to conclude the series rather than attempt to continue without Sheldon, recognizing that the creative storylines had reached their natural conclusion. The cast members were ready for new chapters, including focusing on family, personal growth, and other professional opportunities. Ending the series at its peak allowed it to remain beloved rather than risk decline, preserving its legacy as a carefully crafted comedy that balanced humor with heart. The spin-off, Young Sheldon, allowed fans to continue exploring Sheldon's character while keeping the original show's charm intact. The Big Bang Theory's conclusion was therefore both a strategic and creative choice, ensuring that the stories of its beloved characters were told fully and meaningfully. The Big Bang Theory left a lasting mark on television history, not just for its record-breaking run, but for its ability to combine humor, intelligence, and emotional depth. Characters like Sheldon, Leonard, Penny, Howard, Bernadette, and Amy became cultural icons, while the actors' personal stories, romances, and careers added an extra layer of intrigue for fans. The show demonstrated that comedy could be smart, heartfelt, and relatable, appealing to a wide audience without sacrificing depth. The actors' lives after the series reflect resilience, growth, and the pursuit of happiness, showing that while fictional stories end, real-life journeys continue. From romantic triumphs to family milestones, the cast experiences resonate with audiences worldwide, reinforcing why The Big Bang Theory remains one of the most celebrated sitcoms of the 21st century. Its legacy endures in reruns, streaming platforms, spin-offs, and the continued admiration of fans who fell in love with both the characters and the people who portrayed them. Few television shows have had the universal appeal of The Big Bang Theory. Premiering in 2007, it quickly became a cultural phenomenon, capturing the hearts of viewers around the globe. The show focused on four brilliant but socially awkward scientists, Leonard, Sheldon, Howard, and Rauch, whose lives revolve around science, comic books, and video games. Their interactions, full of awkward humor and quirky behavior, provided endless entertainment for over a decade. Adding to the mix was Penny, their lively neighbor, whose warmth and charm brought balance to their eccentric world. As the show progressed, the ensemble grew to include Amy Farrah Fowler, Bernadette Rostenkowski, and Stuart Bloom, each adding their unique energy to the storyline. The appeal of The Big Bang Theory wasn't limited to clever jokes. It was the emotional depth, character development, and relatability of the characters that kept fans returning season after season. Even after the series ended in 2019, millions continued to watch reruns, proving that the charm of the show transcended its original airing. The stories of the characters were engaging, but the real curiosity for fans extended beyond the screen. What happened to the actors' love lives? Did their on-screen romances mirror their personal experiences? Over the years, fans became equally fascinated by the cast members' real-life relationships, creating a parallel narrative that intertwined with the sitcom's enduring legacy. Sheldon Cooper and Jim Parsons. Love and growth behind the scenes. No discussion of The Big Bang Theory is complete without mentioning Sheldon Cooper, the character who became an icon of modern television. Played by Jim Parsons, Sheldon was known for his genius-level intellect, eccentric behavior, and lack of social skills. His personality created countless comedic moments that fans cherished. However, the brilliance of Sheldon also lay in his growth over the series. Despite his quirks, he learned about empathy, compromise, and love, particularly through his relationship with Amy Farrah Fowler. Off-screen, Parsons found personal happiness with his partner, Todd Spiewak. They met in 2002 on a blind date, beginning a relationship that would span decades. Unlike many celebrity romances, Parsons and Spiewak kept their private life out of the spotlight, revealing their union publicly only in 2012 and later marrying in 2017. Their love story, characterized by stability and companionship, contrasted sharply with some of the more tumultuous Hollywood relationships. Beyond romance, the couple built a life that reflected their shared values, including a love for animals and simple joys. For fans, Parsons' real-life happiness added another layer of warmth to Sheldon's character, demonstrating that even the most eccentric individuals can find meaningful love. Leonard Hofstadter and Penny. On-screen chemistry and off-screen twist. Leonard Hofstadter and Penny were perhaps the most beloved on-screen couple in The Big Bang Theory. Their story began with playful banter, awkward moments, and undeniable chemistry that spanned the entire series. Off-screen, the actors portraying them, Johnny Galecki and Kaley Cuoco, also experienced a brief romance during the early seasons. While their relationship lasted only a couple of years, it remained private and amicable, demonstrating a maturity rarely seen in Hollywood breakups. Galecki later pursued relationships with other partners, including model Elena Meyer, with whom he had a son named Avery. By 2024, he married Morgan Galecki, and the couple welcomed a daughter. Cuoco, on the other hand, experienced several whirlwind romances, including her short-lived marriage to tennis player Ryan Sweeting, and later to equestrian Carl Cook. Finally, she found enduring love with actor Tom Pelphrey in 2022, with whom she welcomed a daughter in 2023 and announced an engagement in 2024. The personal lives of Galecki and Cuoco illustrate the challenges of relationships in the public eye, where privacy is hard to maintain and every decision is scrutinized. Despite the ups and downs, both actors eventually found stability and happiness, mirroring the hopeful and heartfelt themes their characters often embodied. Howard Wolowitz and Bernadette Rostenkowski. Humor and heart and love Howard Wolowitz, the lovable yet quirky engineer, and Bernadette Rostenkowski, the brilliant microbiologist, provided both humor and warmth to the series. Off-screen, Simon Helberg, who played Howard, married Jocelyn Town in 2007, the same year The Big Bang Theory debuted. Their marriage has been steady, and the couple has 2 children. Helberg's ability to balance family life and a demanding acting career parallels Howard's journey on-screen, where he navigates friendship, marriage, and parenthood. The stability of Helberg's marriage contrasts with some of his co-stars' more publicized relationships, demonstrating that not all celebrity romances are complicated by fame. Meanwhile, Bernadette's character, portrayed by Melissa Rauch, captured audiences with her sharp wit and strong personality, making the couple's dynamic both humorous and relatable. Together, the on-screen and off-screen stories of Howard and Bernadette emphasize the importance of communication, patience, and shared values in sustaining lasting love. Amy Farrah Fowler, the brilliant and socially unique neurobiologist on The Big Bang Theory, became a fan favorite thanks to her quirky personality and her gradual romantic evolution with Sheldon Cooper. Portrayed by Mayim Bialik, Amy's character highlighted themes of friendship, personal growth, and emotional discovery. Off-screen, Mayim Bialik's life mirrored the complexity and depth of Amy in some ways. Bialik was married to Michael Stone from 2003 to 2013, and during this decade-long marriage, she built a family, raising 2 sons, Miles and Frederick. Although their marriage ended, Bialik has consistently emphasized her dedication to co-parenting and maintaining a positive environment for her children, showing that love can persist in many forms, even after a romantic relationship concludes. Later, Bialik found love again with Jonathan Cohen, someone she had known for over 10 years before their romantic connection blossomed. Together, they co-host a podcast called Mayim Bialik's Breakdown, which focuses on mental health, relationships, and navigating life challenges. Their collaboration demonstrates not only a romantic bond, but also a strong partnership built on shared values, mutual respect, and understanding. Bialik has spoken about the joy she experiences in this relationship, emphasizing that meaningful connections often require patience, self-reflection, and timing. Her story resonates with many because it shows that life after heartbreak can lead to fulfillment and happiness, a concept mirrored in Amy Farrah Fowler's on-screen journey with Sheldon, where patience, growth, and understanding ultimately lead to a deeply rewarding partnership. The balance between professional success, personal growth, and love underscores the resilience required to maintain meaningful relationships, whether in Hollywood or in everyday life. Raj Kathrapali, the socially shy astrophysicist played by Kunal Nayyar, was known for his romantic misadventures and challenges connecting with women on screen. However, off-screen, Nayyar's life tells a different story, one of patience, enduring love, and long-term commitment. Nayyar met his wife, Neha Kapoor, a model and former Miss India, in 2008. From a very first meeting, Nayyar felt a powerful connection, describing Kapoor as someone beyond his reach due to her elegance and beauty. Despite initial doubts and the challenges of a long-distance relationship, common for couples balancing demanding careers, Nayyar and Kapoor persevered, allowing time and communication to strengthen their bond. By 2011, they married, marking the beginning of a lasting partnership. Unlike some of the whirlwind romances experienced by other cast members, Nayyar's relationship demonstrates that love sometimes requires patience, trust, and navigating challenges without succumbing to external pressures. The couple has chosen not to have children, focusing instead on building a strong and supportive partnership. Their love story is admired for its stability, respect, and balance between personal and professional lives. For fans of The Big Bang Theory, Nayyar's off-screen relationship provides a sense of closure and satisfaction, reflecting the type of emotional growth his character often struggled to achieve on screen. In many ways, his real-life romance shows that meaningful connections are not always immediate, but are often the result of intentional effort, understanding, and shared values. While fans often wonder why a show as successful as The Big Bang Theory would ever end, the decision was driven by both personal and creative factors. The series ran for 12 seasons, totaling 279 episodes, making it one of the longest-running multi-camera comedies in American television history. By 2019, it became clear that the time was right to conclude the show on a high note. One of the main reasons was Jim Parsons' decision to step away from his iconic role as Sheldon Cooper. Parsons had achieved immense fame, critical acclaim, and financial success, including multiple Emmy Awards. After 12 years, he felt ready for new challenges in theater and other acting projects. Reports even suggested that he turned down a massive $50 million offer to continue on the show, illustrating his commitment to personal growth over financial gain. Parsons' departure was a pivotal moment, prompting the show's creator, Chuck Lorre, to decide that continuing without Sheldon would risk diluting the essence of the series. Ending the show allowed the writers and cast to preserve the quality, charm, and humor that had made the sitcom beloved worldwide. For Parsons, the decision was also personal, playing a character frozen in time. With Sheldon's youthful appearance, wardrobe, and quirks, became increasingly challenging as he aged. The decision to end the series reflects a thoughtful balance between honoring the character, respecting the actor's growth, and maintaining the integrity of the storytelling. The conclusion of The Big Bang Theory was marked by heartfelt reflections from the cast, who had spent over a decade living, laughing, and growing together. Kaley Cuoco, Johnny Galecki, Kunal Nayyar, Mayim Bialik, Simon Helberg, and Melissa Rauch all shared their gratitude for the fans, their colleagues, and the opportunities the show had provided. Cuoco posted an emotional message on Instagram, describing the show as a dream come true and acknowledging the profound impact it had on her life. Galecki and Nayyar echoed similar sentiments, emphasizing the strong bonds formed both on and off the screen. Mayim Bialik reflected on the growth of her character Amy and the joy of exploring complex emotional arcs over 12 years. The finale also offered a sense of closure within the storyline itself. Long-running arcs, such as Leonard and Penny's marriage, Sheldon and Amy's romantic growth, and Howard and Bernadette's family life, were resolved in ways that balanced humor with heart. Even small details, like the repair of the broken elevator, served as symbolic gestures, showing that the series had come full circle. This careful conclusion highlights the importance of thoughtful storytelling in long-running series, ensuring that both the characters and the audience could experience a satisfying ending. The Big Bang Theory left an indelible mark on television and pop culture. While it is remembered primarily for its humor and quirky characters, its legacy goes beyond the laughs. The show normalized nerd culture in mainstream media, celebrating comic books, video games, science, and intellectual curiosity. Before The Big Bang Theory, characters who were socially awkward or obsessed with science often appeared as sidekicks or comic relief. This series put these personalities front and center, showing that being brilliant, passionate, and socially awkward could also be relatable and endearing. Audiences connected with Sheldon's eccentric genius, Leonard's struggles with romance, Raj's insecurities, and Howard's awkward charm because their experiences mirrored real-life challenges in friendship, love, and career. Moreover, the ensemble cast worked so well together that their chemistry felt natural, almost like watching a real group of friends navigate life together. This connection between cast and viewers helped the show sustain high ratings for over a decade. Even today, millions of fans continue to rewatch episodes on streaming platforms, proving that the series resonates across generations. In addition to entertainment, the show subtly promoted the importance of intellectual curiosity. Young viewers were inspired to explore science and mathematics, while adults were reminded that humor could be found in the most unexpected places. From science jokes that made nerds rejoice to running gags that anyone could laugh at, the series struck a balance between cleverness and accessibility. Its cultural impact is also evident in the merchandise, conventions, and social media communities that continue to thrive. From action figures and T-shirts to fan forums discussing every plot twist, the show's presence is still strong. The longevity of The Big Bang Theory illustrates that when a series combines well-crafted characters, relatable stories, and a genuine sense of humor, it can leave a lasting impression. Its ability to entertain, inspire, and unite audiences around shared experiences ensures that The Big Bang Theory will remain a significant part of television history for years to come. After the show ended, each cast member pursued different paths, both professionally and personally, with varying degrees of privacy and public attention. Jim Parsons, who played Sheldon Cooper, continued acting in theater and television projects, while also lending his voice to young Sheldon, maintaining a connection to the character that made him famous. Parsons' personal life has also been stable. He married Todd Spiewak, with whom he shares a quiet, happy life that includes their love for dogs and a simple family routine. Kaley Cuoco, known as Penny, has pursued film and television projects while balancing personal milestones, including her marriage and family. Johnny Galecki, who portrayed Leonard, experienced multiple relationships and parenthood, creating a more private but fulfilling life outside Hollywood's limelight. Kunal Nayyar, who played Rauch, has maintained his long-term marriage with Neha Kapoor, proving that lasting love is possible even amidst the pressures of celebrity. Mayim Bialik continues to thrive as both an actress and a public figure, advocating for mental health, parenting, and women's rights, while nurturing her relationship with Jonathan Cohen. Simon Helberg and Jocelyn Town maintain a steady marriage, raising 2 children, and even drawing inspiration from their personal life into creative projects. Melissa Rauch, who played Bernadette, has focused on family life alongside select acting roles. Collectively, these stories highlight that while fame may fade, personal fulfillment, through love, family, and meaningful work, remains a constant priority for the cast. Fans who follow their journeys on screen often find comfort and inspiration in seeing their favorite actors thriving off-screen, reinforcing the idea that success and happiness are multidimensional and not limited to career achievements. Each cast member's post-show life illustrates resilience, growth, and the ability to adapt after years in one of television's most demanding and high-profile roles. Beyond the humor, The Big Bang Theory offered subtle lessons about relationships, friendship, and personal development that remain relevant today. On screen, the characters navigated romantic struggles, misunderstandings, and life-changing decisions, mirroring complexities of real-life relationships. Off-screen, the cast members' experiences further reinforce these lessons. Johnny Galecki and Kaley Cuoco's early romance demonstrates that maintaining professionalism and friendship can survive romantic challenges. Mayim Bialik and Jonathan Cohen show that meaningful love sometimes takes years to develop and is strengthened by shared experiences. Kunal Nayyar and Neha Kapoor exemplify patience and perseverance in maintaining a committed partnership despite distance and busy careers. Jim Parsons and Todd Spiewak's long-term relationship reminds fans that love does not always need to follow societal expectations, such as marriage or children, to be successful and fulfilling. The show's ensemble dynamic also highlighted the importance of friendship. Sheldon's quirks, Leonard's sensitivity, Howard's humor, Raj's social anxieties, and the women's strength and resilience illustrated how diversity in personalities can create a supportive and engaging community. These themes resonate in real life, encouraging audiences to embrace differences, celebrate individual strengths, and value the bonds that make life richer. Finally, personal growth, both on-screen and off, emerges as a recurring theme. Characters matured, learned empathy, navigated love, and developed careers, reflecting the universal journey of human development. Similarly, the actors' lives after the show show growth, resilience, and the pursuit of personal happiness beyond fame. These lessons make The Big Bang Theory more than just a sitcom. It is a story about life, love, friendship, and the enduring power of human connection. Even years after The Big Bang Theory ended, its fan base remains incredibly active and engaged, proving that the show's influence extends far beyond its original airing. Fans connect through social media platforms, discussion forums, and fan conventions, where they share favorite episodes, quote lines, and celebrate characters' quirks. The show has inspired countless memes, video, and articles, often highlighting Sheldon's peculiar behavior, Howard's humor, or the group's nerdy debates. This vibrant online community has kept the show alive for a new generation of viewers who may not have watched it when it originally aired. Merchandise also plays a significant role in maintaining fan engagement. From action figures and t-shirts to themed mugs and comic books, fans can bring a piece of the show into their everyday lives. Additionally, fan-created content such as artwork, fanfiction, and YouTube videos continues to flourish, allowing enthusiasts to expand the storylines and relationships of their favorite characters in creative ways. Beyond entertainment, the fan community has cultivated a sense of belonging. Many viewers relate to the characters' awkwardness, intelligence, and social struggles, finding comfort in knowing they are not alone in their experiences. Schools and educational programs have even used the show to spark interest in science, math, and technology, showing that the series' impact reaches far beyond casual viewing. Importantly, the fan base also celebrates the actors' real-life journeys, following their personal and professional developments with interest and admiration. By engaging with both the on-screen world and the off-screen lives of the cast, fans maintain a connection that feels intimate and rewarding. In essence, the fan community exemplifies how a television show can evolve into a cultural phenomenon, creating lasting relationships among viewers and extending the life of the series long after the cameras stopped rolling. This ongoing dedication demonstrates that The Big Bang Theory has not only entertained but also inspired loyalty, discussion, and creativity on a global scale. The lives of the Big Bang Theory cast members after the show offer valuable lessons about resilience, love, and personal growth. One key takeaway is the importance of adaptability. Actors like Jim Parsons and Kaley Cuoco successfully transitioned from playing iconic roles for over a decade to pursuing diverse projects, proving that reinvention is both possible and necessary. Their journeys illustrate that personal fulfillment often requires taking risks and exploring new opportunities, even when previous successes might tempt one to remain comfortable. Another lesson is the value of healthy relationships. Galecki and Kaley Cuoco's early romance, while brief, ended amicably, demonstrating maturity and respect in handling breakups. Long-term partnerships, such as Jim Parsons and Todd Spiewak's or Kunal Nayyar and Nia Kapoor's, show the benefits of commitment, trust, and open communication. These stories highlight that love is multifaceted and that maintaining strong relationships requires effort, understanding, and compromise. Parenthood also plays a significant role in the cast's lives, emphasizing the importance of family and shared responsibilities. Whether it's Galecki raising 2 children, Bialik balancing motherhood and career, or Parsons enjoying life with his spouse and pets, the actors exemplify that fulfilling life often includes nurturing personal connections alongside professional achievements. Additionally, the cast's post-show endeavors underscore the significance of pursuing passions beyond fame. From theater roles to podcasts, advocacy, and other creative projects, the actors demonstrate that growth comes from continuously challenging oneself and embracing new experiences. The overarching lesson is that success is not solely defined by wealth or celebrity status, but by happiness, love, balance, and the pursuit of meaningful goals. Through their experiences both on screen and off, the cast offers inspiration to fans, showing that resilience, personal development, and strong relationships are essential elements of fulfilling life. Ending a beloved series like The Big Bang Theory was never easy, but it was necessary for maintaining the show's integrity and legacy. After 12 successful seasons, the writers, producers, and cast recognized that the characters' stories had reached a natural conclusion. Sheldon's growth from a socially awkward genius to a loving husband, Leonard and Penny's journey toward marital stability, and Howard and Bernadette's path to parenthood all demonstrated that the narrative arcs had been thoroughly explored. Jim Parsons' decision to leave the series served as a catalyst for the show's conclusion, but it was clear that the timing was right. Continuing beyond this point might have risked diminishing the quality that fans cherished. Ending on a high note allowed the show to be remembered for its creativity, humor, and heart rather than potential decline. The conclusion also reflected a broader truth about life. Change is inevitable, and sometimes stepping away at the right moment ensures long-term respect and admiration. Cast members like Kaley Cuoco, Galecki, and Mayim Bialik publicly acknowledge their gratitude for the series, while expressing the bittersweet nature of saying goodbye. Fans, too, had to reconcile with the end, but the series' legacy endures through reruns, streaming platforms, merchandise, and spin-offs like Young Sheldon. Ultimately, the show's conclusion was less about loss and more about celebrating the journey, the friendships formed, and the stories told. By ending at the peak of its popularity, The Big Bang Theory cemented its place as one of the most beloved and influential sitcoms of the 21st century, leaving a lasting impression on both television and its audience. The Big Bang Theory did more than entertain. It changed the way audiences viewed nerd culture, science, and friendship on television. Before the show, sitcoms often focused on conventional relationships and workplace humor, but this series put social awkwardness, comic book obsession, and scientific curiosity front and center. Sheldon's obsession with routines, Leonard's romantic struggles, Howard's quirky humor, and Rauch's sensitivity created characters that were both exaggerated and relatable. By highlighting these traits, the show normalized behaviors and interests that were once considered niche or socially awkward. Its influence can be seen in how media today portrays intelligent, geeky, or introverted characters with depth and humor. The show's jokes, references, and catchphrases, like Sheldon's Bazinga, became instantly recognizable worldwide, transcending television to influence memes, merchandise, and everyday conversation. It also sparked interest in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics careers, as young viewers related to the characters' passion for science and technology. Schools and educators even used episodes to engage students in discussions about physics, engineering, and critical thinking, highlighting the show's positive societal impact. Beyond academics, the series reshaped the representation of relationships. The show demonstrated that love and friendship come in many forms, and that personal growth is an ongoing journey. Leonard and Penny's evolving romance, Sheldon and Amy's unconventional love story, and Howard and Bernadette's family life gave audiences relatable models of compromise, communication, and shared commitment. Even secondary characters like Stuart or Bernadette added layers of nuance, showing that every person has a unique story worth exploring. Another part of the show's cultural legacy lies in its accessibility. Its humor combines smart science jokes with universal human experiences, making it enjoyable for both casual viewers and intellectual audiences. It's rare for a sitcom to appeal across such a wide spectrum, and the show's enduring popularity proves that it succeeded. Through its stories, characters, and humor, The Big Bang Theory left an indelible mark on television, demonstrating that a series can entertain, educate, and influence culture simultaneously. It's not just a show. It's a cultural touchstone that continues to inspire fans and creators alike, even years after its final episode aired. After the conclusion of The Big Bang Theory, the cast members embarked on varied career paths, each reflecting their individual interests, talents, and ambitions. Jim Parsons, who brought Sheldon Cooper to life, transitioned into theater, voice acting, and film projects. His ability to portray a character with such unique traits on screen gave him the confidence to explore complex roles, demonstrating versatility beyond the sitcom format. Johnny Galecki also pursued acting in both television and film, while balancing his personal life and family responsibilities. His focus on quality projects and steady work reflect a desire to diversify his career and explore new creative challenges. Kaley Cuoco took a bold step into production, founding her own company and producing several successful projects. This shift from acting to behind-the-scenes work illustrates her determination to control her creative output and expand her influence in the entertainment industry. Mayim Bialik combined her passions for science and entertainment, hosting a podcast that dives into mental health, relationships, and personal growth while continuing her acting career. Her work exemplifies how actors can use their platform to inspire, educate, and engage audiences in meaningful ways. Kunal Nayyar and Simon Helberg also focus on expanding their portfolios, participating in films, voice work, and other creative projects. Each cast member's post-show journey highlights the importance of pursuing personal interests and professional growth beyond a long-running series. Their experiences emphasize that career longevity requires adaptability, curiosity, and the willingness to take risks. Collectively, these paths show that leaving a successful show does not mean fading into obscurity. Instead, it offers an opportunity to reinvent oneself, explore new roles, and continue contributing to the industry in diverse and impactful ways. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Big Bang Theory cast is a variety of real-life relationships that emerged after the show. Johnny Galecki, who played Leonard, experienced both high-profile romances and quiet, private relationships. His early romance with Kaley Cuoco was widely discussed, yet it ended amicably, showing the maturity required to separate personal feelings from professional collaboration. Galecki's later relationships, including his marriage to Morgan Galecki, highlight the importance of privacy and balance in sustaining a healthy personal life amidst public scrutiny. Jim Parsons found a long-lasting and stable relationship with Todd Spiewak, demonstrating that slow, steady love can endure even under the pressures of fame. Their story offers inspiration about patience, commitment, and finding joy in the everyday aspects of life. Kaley Cuoco's journey included marriages and relationships that captured media attention, but ultimately, she found happiness in a balanced life that blends professional success with personal fulfillment. Mayim Bialik's story shows that love and partnership can evolve alongside career ambitions. Her marriage to Jonathan Cohen highlights the strength of relationships built on shared interests, mutual respect, and long-term understanding. Kunal Nayyar's marriage to Nia Kapoor is another example of enduring love, showing that distance, career pressures, and public attention can be navigated successfully with communication and trust. Simon Helberg's steady marriage to Jocelyn Town reflects the value of building a family and sharing life's milestones together. Overall, these personal stories illustrate that love is diverse, complex, and multifaceted. They reinforce the idea that behind every public persona, there are private challenges, joys, and triumphs that make life richer and more meaningful. While The Big Bang Theory brought laughter to millions, life behind the scenes was not always as smooth as it appeared on screen. Long-running shows inevitably face pressures, from demanding shooting schedules to navigating complex cast dynamics and personal lives. For 12 years, the actors committed to grueling filming routines, often spending long hours on set, memorizing lines, and rehearsing comedic timing down to the second. The tight schedule could be exhausting, particularly when balancing family responsibilities or personal interests outside the show. Johnny Galecki, for example, frequently mentioned the challenge of maintaining a private life while simultaneously being one of the most visible faces of the show. Similarly, Kaley Cuoco managed both the pressures of filming and her evolving personal life, navigating public attention while maintaining a sense of normalcy. Jim Parsons' dedication to portraying Sheldon Cooper with authenticity also demanded a tremendous mental and emotional investment. Sheldon's unique quirks and behaviors required Parsons to sustain consistent character depth while ensuring comedic timing remained impeccable, which could be both creatively fulfilling and mentally taxing.